Dark psychology often evokes a sense of fear and fascination in people's minds. Many believe that controlling others or manipulating them is the ultimate power. However, in reality, many concepts related to dark psychology are misunderstood. Today, we will discuss 5 such dark psychology topics that are commonly misconceived and explore the truth behind them. 1. Mind control. Is controlling others really power? Mind control is often perceived as having complete control over someone else's thoughts and actions. People think that if they can manipulate someone's mind, they possess real power. But this is actually a misconception. Gee, why is this wrong? Applying mind control over others is neither ethical nor sustainable. Even if you manage to manipulate someone temporarily, that control doesn't last long. The real power lies in controlling oneself, as building a strong personality naturally influences others without force. For example, consider a leader who tries to impose his authority forcefully on his team. This approach breeds resentment and rebellion within the team. Although members may follow out of obligation, they lack genuine respect for him. In contrast, a leader who builds personal control and leadership skills naturally earns respect. People willingly follow him without feeling coerced. Another example could be seen in personal relationships, where one partner tries to manipulate the other through guilt or emotional pressure. Initially, it may seem like they have control, but over time, resentment builds and the relationship deteriorates. Real influence comes from mutual respect and understanding, not from manipulating emotions. 2. Power of silence. Is staying silent true power? Many people believe that staying silent is a sign of strength, and that silence alone can influence others. However, this belief is also flawed. Why is this wrong? Silence does not always have a positive impact. Sometimes articulating your thoughts with wisdom and respect is far more effective. Those who rely solely on silence are often misunderstood. Real power lies in speaking up confidently when the situation demands. For example, imagine a workplace where 2 colleagues face an issue. One chooses to stay silent, believing it will maintain peace, while the other openly but respectfully addresses the problem. Management perceives the silent one as indifferent, while the proactive one is seen as a problem solver and a potential leader. In real life, knowing when to speak up and when to remain silent is crucial. Silence can sometimes create misunderstandings. For example, in friendships, staying silent during conflicts can give the impression of indifference, leading to the deterioration of relationships. On the other hand, communicating feelings and perspectives with respect fosters understanding and strengthens bonds. 3. Manipulation. Is deceiving others real power? Manipulation is often seen as a core aspect of dark psychology. People assume that deceiving others to get your way is the ultimate form of success. Why is this wrong? Manipulation may work temporarily, but it ultimately backfires. Those who genuinely possess strength do not manipulate. They influence through authenticity and leadership. Deceptive success often leads to resentment and failure in the long run. For example, a corporate executive who manipulates data to look successful may fool management for a while. However, when the truth emerges, his reputation and career are destroyed. In contrast, an honest manager who builds genuine relationships and delivers consistent performance gains lasting respect and loyalty from both subordinates and superiors. In personal life, manipulation might initially provide control in relationships, but once the other person realizes the deceit, it breeds distrust and often leads to a complete breakdown of the bond. Building influence through trust rather than trickery is the true path to long-lasting connection. Or, emotional suppression. Is hiding emotions a sign of strength? People often believe that suppressing emotions is a sign of inner strength. It is thought that concealing emotions makes one appear strong. Why is this wrong? Suppressing emotions can lead to mental and physical health issues. Those who openly express their feelings in a responsible manner are often more at peace and experience less stress. Real strength lies in managing emotions, not burying them. For instance, in family settings, a father who never shows vulnerability might appear strong, but his children may feel emotionally distant. When parents openly discuss their feelings and challenges, it creates an environment of trust and emotional security. In professional environments, constantly hiding stress and appearing unaffected can lead to burnout. Colleagues may even perceive such individuals as cold or detached. Expressing stress responsibly, such as discussing workload issues, helps in building supportive teamwork. 5. Confidence versus overconfidence. Is all confidence good? It is commonly believed that the more confident you are, the better. However, not all confidence is healthy. Q. Why is this wrong? People often confuse overconfidence with self-belief. When one becomes boastful and disregards reality, it turns into arrogance, which eventually leads to embarrassment or failure. True confidence involves self-assurance, while respecting others. For example, a business owner who is overconfident in his product without considering customer feedback may face a market failure. Meanwhile, a confident but open-minded entrepreneur adapts and thrives. Real confidence is rooted in self-awareness and willingness to grow, not in stubborn arrogance. Another common example is in sports, where an overconfident athlete might underestimate opponents, leading to unexpected defeats. In contrast, a balanced athlete respects every competitor and prepares thoroughly, achieving consistent success. Many concepts within dark psychology are misunderstood, and it's crucial to understand their true essence. Real power doesn't come from controlling others. It comes from mastering oneself. Strengthening your own character allows you to naturally influence those around you without resorting to manipulation or coercion. Embrace self-control and true confidence as they define real psychological power.